Good morning. What came to me today was a reflection on the law of resonance, which basically means that when something vibrates at one frequency and something is near it that has the potential to vibrate at that similar frequency, then this vibration can actually trigger the second object to start vibrating at that same frequency. People often demonstrate this with tuning forks. But the reason it came to me to talk about this was I've been wanting to get stronger again, and I saw this video of a plank challenge. And so I tried it, and the first time I tried it, I could barely do like 5 seconds of it before my arms gave out. And then about 3 or 4 days later, I saw another plank challenge. And I knew I couldn't do it at that speed. So what I did, I took like 10 times as long, and I went through the motion of the exercise at a much, much slower speed. And I was barely able to even get through that type of movement because I hadn't done that in ages. But I did it. And then 3 or 4 days later, again, I saw another one. And I was like, well, let's try this again. And I did. And I was surprised that I was actually able to, A, move much easier, B, do it much faster, with very little practice or training. And that made me realize that I was tuning into that frequency of a person who does plank challenges and who does them well. Which is why I thought I'd share that. And one of the things, a lot of the esoteric knowledge that is being shared talk about Neville Goddard. He's a very famous one from the early part of last century who talked about this publicly. And he said, you change when you become the person who embodies that change. So you already possess the change you want to be. And that's one of those paradox situations where you're like, well, I'm here, but I want to change into here. But as long as I feel like I'm here, I have trouble changing. So how do you embody the new change that you want to be? And one of those things that can help you is the law of resonancy. Because when you surround yourself with people who have embodied that change that you want to become or be, and you are moving in that direction, that resonance, that frequency of those people or the things around you, they will help to change your frequency. And when you change your frequency, you change your reality. And if you say, well, I live by myself, I have no access to people, or around me, no one is like the way I want to be. Luckily, with today's technologies, we have much greater access to people, even if it's not in the physical. You can watch videos, you can read books, you can listen to podcasts, like anything that resonates, those people that you want to see who have embodied what you want. Spend most of your time with that. And the reverse is true as well. If there's something you don't want to resonate with, don't surround yourself with it. Be in your own world. That's where your power is in your own world in the moment. And I know sometimes it sucks because you're like, well, but I want to watch that TV show, but it's about a poor guy who's struggling with life, and I really don't want to resonate with that energy. So in some of those choices, you have to make a decision. Is what do you want to embody in your life? And once you have something really embodied in yourself, then it is much less influenced by outside things or by outside frequencies. But while you're in that point of changing, while you're in that point of wanting to be in a different frequency, through that process, be of discernment what you let into your sphere of influence. And with that, have a lovely rest of the day. I love you all.